once again, it's another quarter-final, and we're going to follow the progress of 4 of our contenders who've battled through the heats and are back again to fight against our gladiators.
Yes, we're there through to the quarter-finals, but only 2 of them go on to the semi-finals, 1 male and 1 female. And then, if they're very lucky and successful, they get a shot at the grand finals and a share of prize monies totalling £14,000.
So let's meet our female quarter-finalists. They are Deane Klenk
and Tracey Johnson. Come on, girls.
Coordinated there, Deane. Tell us again what you do and where you're from.
Well, I'm an HGV truck driver. I'm from Hinckley in Leicestershire and I drive for Tesco Distribution.
Oh, I say. So apart from driving, what else does your job involve?
Well, I unload and reload delivered stores throughout the country.
My goodness, so you must be very, very fit indeed.
I think so.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
I practice taekwondo, weight training, running, circuit training.
You teach as well, taekwondo?
Yeah, I teach taekwondo at Brogan's in Hinckley.
Oh, and what age groups?
From 6 upwards.
Now, any fans in the audience tonight?
Yeah, I've got my husband and my little boy Joust here, all my family and friends.
Well, hopefully they'll be egging you on as if you need it. Best of luck, Deane Klenk.
Thank you.
Well, Tracey, the quarter-finals, you've been through it once and you've done it. Do you think you can do it again?
Well, I think I've got a very good chance. Very sore throat, as you can hear as well. I'm just going to give it all what I've got.
Well, you're a student, so I'm sure you must have been studying your opponent. What do you think of her?
She's very good girl, but I think it's going to be a very good match tonight, very enjoyable to watch.
Are there any other events you're particularly worried about?
Joust.
Joust?
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, those bikes are quite hard to ride and to keep your balance on.
Well, we'll be watching you. We'll see how you do. Off you go, Tracey. Get your safety equipment on.
And now it's time to meet our male quarter-finalists. They are Deane Hart
and Rick Keiswetter.
I'm very sorry, Deane. There seems to be absolutely no support for you this evening.
I know they're a bit slack tonight.
Hopefully we'll be able to keep them in order. Remind us what you do and where you're from.
I'm an army physical training instructor, and I'm from Kidderminster in the West Midlands.
So not far away. So part of your job, obviously, is a lot of physical activity. What sort of things do you do at work?
A lot of running with the boys, take them on assault courses, different gymnastics in the gymnasium, circuit training, and generally getting them fit.
Hopefully you'll be able to do very well indeed. Deane Hart.
Well, Rick, on the eliminator in the first round, you came from a long, long way behind to win. Do you think you can do it again?
I don't know, John. You know, the opportunity was there and I just took it, and luckily it just happened, you know. I was so excited, it took me through it, got me through it.
Well, have you got any special tactics for us tonight?
Just use my head as much as I can because obviously, you know...
No, you haven't got the body weight.
No, it's a long time before I grow into this one right here.
Are there any gladiators you're particularly worried about meeting tonight?
Well, I think Warrior is probably the biggest blow. The guy's just so massive, man. I've never seen a guy so big in my life.
He hurts, doesn't he?
He's aggressive and he's just big, very big.
Well, we wish you all the best. Off you go, Rick. Wish you all the best.
Well, hopefully the girls should be ready for their first event now, which is Powerball. So here's John Sachs.
Thanks, Ali. Yes, Powerball's our first event in our second quarter-final. Deane will use the red balls and Tracey will use the blue. And as you can see, already got a gum shield in to protect those lovely teeth. Deane, you'll remember, our standby contender who got through on show 5.
So Deane and Tracey are ready, and protecting those baskets is Falcon, Scorpio and Lightning! Over to John Anderson.
Contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Let's play ball, and Deane brought down, and so is Tracey. Deane breaks left. And evades 2 for 2 points. Oh, lightning, big tackle on Deane, and there's Falcon taking down Tracey. Scorpio playing the sweeper, in other words, doing very little. Ah, big takedown. Tracey gets it in there for 2 points. Scorpio on Deane. No way through that door. Deane. Oh, Tracey left it in the basket. Oh, sends her one way, sends the other. What a beautiful body swerve by Deane. Sells her a dummy. And time up there. Well played, the Gladiators. Tracey, not many points, but Deane, didn't she do well? Let's check out that replay and look at Deane's body swerve. Sells her the dummy and dumps the donut.
Well done, Tracey. Tell me, does it get any easier?
No, I bent my finger back quite hard, so couldn't grip the ball too well.
So they're hitting just as hard as before?
A bit harder this time.
Well done, Tracey. You got 2 points. Well done. Deane, that seems like it's your game, doesn't it? Now, it should be an advantage to you because you're nice and small and nice and agile.
Yeah, I like that game very much.
Well, you did very well. You got 4 points. Well done. And let's hear it for our Gladiators. Falcon, Scorpio, and Lightning.
Yeah, good job, girls. After one event, Deane's on 4, Tracey's on 2. Next up, the boys. Deane using red balls, and Rick will use the blue.
Dino and Rick are ready, and they're going to be facing the awesome might of the Warrior, Trojan, and Hunter! Over to John Anderson.
Contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready!
These Gladiators were born ready.
Three, 2, 1.
Let's play ball, and they're going to have to be quick on their feet like Deane there. 2 points. Deane very nimble, but 2 Gladiators double team him there and take him down. Rick, rugby tackle. There's lovely. Oh, Deane unlucky there. And what is that? Nice bit of wrestling. Rick sells the dummy, puts the 2 points in there. I think another 2 points there from Deane. I was just going to say that I think I'd rather face a herd of elephant than these 3 monsters. But he still gets it in there. How did he slip that in? Trojan, Mullers, Rick. Oh, look at that. A dunk shot. Didn't quite come off. Rick. Oh, he ducks and dives. Fast on his feet, but there's the answer. Well, that was physical, and that was fast, and that was fair. Good work, man.
Well, Rick, it's out the way. This is the one you were worried about. It's out the way, finished. How do you feel now?
Just happy to be alive there, John. You make this game so that burn tiring. I don't know what it is, man.
Well, Rick, you got 2 points. Yeah. Well done. 2 valuable points. Well done, Rick. Deane, you're a very fit man. Not a problem to you, was it?
It's a very hard game, John, but it's a brilliant game. I love it. Really is good fun and a bit of aggression. It's great.
There's very few people will say it's good fun being hit by 3 of our biggest gladiators. But you got 6 points. Well done, Deane. 6 points. Well done. And let's hear it for our big men. Warrior, Hunter, and seeing it, believe it, Trojan!
Believing. Once again, you saw and you believe, okay? And take care.
Well, you've heard of all the famous walls, the Great Wall of China, Hadrian's Wall and the Berlin Wall. How about adding this one to your list? The Gladiators' Wall. Our contenders have just 60 seconds in which to scale 36 feet of vertical. And after 10 of those seconds, they'll be hotly pursued by 2 of our gladiators. And as you know, we've changed the rules just slightly for our quarterfinals to make for more of an exciting climb. Our first contender to reach the top of the wall will pick up the maximum of 10 points, and the second contender to reach the top will pick up just 5 points. Standing at the foot of the wall is Tracey! And she's going to be chased by Nightshade. Also at the foot of the wall, it's Deane. And she's going to be followed by Zodiac. Over to John Anderson.
3, 2, 1.
As the godfather of soul would say, get on up. Tracey in yellow, Deane in pink, scramble for the summit, trying to put as much distance between them and the trouble. Look at Zodiac fly up there. British pole vaulting champion gaining height fast without the help of her pole. And Deane struggling. And Zodiac's in there. She's got the left ankle. Nightshade, no wallflower. Tracey's over for 10, and down comes Deane. Heaved off. Zodiac making that less of a horoscope, more of a horror story for Deane.
Well, Tracey, you attacked that wall with plenty of aggression. Well done.
Oh, God, it was hard work. Very hard work, and I seen her under my heels, and I thought, I've got to get that foot in.
How close was she? We couldn't actually see from here. Was she close? Did she touch your heels?
No, but I did see her, and I thought, I've got to get up there fast.
Well done. You got 10 points. Well done, Tracey. 10 points.
Deane, you were doing so very well indeed. And then that moment of hesitation 3/4 of the way up.
Never mind, it's not my best game, but...
Were you worried about it beforehand?
Yeah, very worried.
Well, maybe that's why it happened. Zodiac, very good climb indeed. Terrific. You just threw yourself up the wall.
Thank you very much, Ulrika. She went up very, very quickly up to the first overhang, but luckily I caught up with her, so well done anyway.
Yes. Well done to Zodiac and Deane.
After 2 events, Deane stays on 4, Tracey climbs to 12.
And standing ready for the climb of his life, it's Deane. And he's going to be chased by Saracen. Also at the foot of the wall, it's Rick. And he's going to be chased by Shadow. Over to John Anderson.
3, 2, 1.
Deane, our Army PTI in the red. In the blue, also with military experience in the US Army, is Rick. And here comes trouble. And pursued by these 2-man mountains, enough to drive anyone up the wall. And look at Deane go! An incredible speed. He's nearly there. Over for 10 points. Oh, Rick's off. Shadow's got his man. And Deane happy with that, and so is his army of fans.
Well, Dino, that was a repeat of the first round. I think you might have even been a little bit quicker.
Yes, John, on the first one I tended to stumble a little bit, but this one all my supporters got behind me, no problems.
Well, that's just put you on 16 points. Well done, Dino.
Very disappointing climb, Rick.
Very.
Too many moments of hesitation.
I just wasn't used to that particular route on that side of the wall. And it's a confirmation that, you know, there's only a couple of ways up the wall. And to do it is, you know, I had to think, and you can't do that. You just got to go for it, you know.
That's why it's tough. That's why it's tough. Shadow, very, very fast up the wall. Well done.
Thank you. I'd like to say to my little shadows and shadowettes, consistency is the key.
Well, they're all echoing that. Well done to Rick and Shadow.
Well done indeed. After 2 events, Deane's up to 16, Rick stays put on 2. Event 3 is Gauntlet. And first to face this trio of trouble is lorry driver Jean. Let's find out a little more about her motorised hobbies.
Well, my husband, we're both bike enthusiasts. My husband builds custom bikes, trikes mainly. He's got an 850 Norton Commando that's in immaculate condition. He's completely rebuilt himself. So, you know, we go to some shows and rallies and things. I'm not really into the rallies because I don't like roughing it. You know, camping out and that, but my husband does.
Well, Jean's just psyching herself up, and trying to stop her is Falcon, Scorpio and Jet. Over to John Anderson.
3, 2, 1.
Well, bet Jean wishes she was driving a lorry now. All through Falcon. Scorpio can't stop her. Can Jet put the brakes on? She's through. What a fast time. Remember, in the quarter-finals, the fastest run scores 10 points, slowest 5.
Jean, 8 seconds.
Oh, great.
Tell me, what goes through your mind when you're down the other end looking at 3 gladiators facing you?
It's pretty horrifying, I can tell you. We're only being small, but all ready to dive over the side.
Well done. 8 seconds. Well done, Jean. And the second of our female contenders is Tracey. Over to John Anderson.
3, 2, 1.
Tracey has an A-level in psychology. Can she psych out the gladiators? No, she sidesteps them. Now, can Jet hold her up? She's through. Not so quick. Lost her momentum going into Jet there.
Oh, you're taking a few knocks there, Tracey. The first one looked like a bit of a wallop. Did it hurt?
No, it was okay.
Well done. You got 12 seconds. 12 seconds. Well done.
Thought it would have been faster.
Bit disappointed?
Yes, thought it would have been a lot faster than that.
Well, never mind. You've got a few more to go.
Right.
Well done. That's 5 points. Well done, Tracey. And let's hear it for our gladiators. Falcon, Scorpio and Jet!
So after 3 events, Jean's on 14, Tracey's ahead on 17. We asked Deane how our eliminated course rated against the best of the Army assault courses.
The assault course back at camp, we do carry weapons and also webbing as well, with weight in it. So it is in some cases harder than the eliminator course, but then you haven't got as much adrenaline going through your body at that time. You're working with different people as well, and this is an individual event. So you're actually working with a section of 8 people through that course, so you haven't got to think about yourself. It's the other 7 members of that section as well that you've got to think about to get the last person through. So you can't really go racing ahead a lot. You've got to think of everybody else in that section.
Deane's up at the other end, and he's going to be facing Hunter, Warrior, and the Wolfman! Over to John Anderson.
3, 2, 1.
On the subject of assault courses, Deane's about to be assaulted by those ramrods. Oh, it's fast and furious. Deane's fast and Warrior's furious. Hats off to Deane. Deane's troops will salute that performance.
Well done, Deane. Tell me, what was your plan when you were coming up there?
Well, against those lot, just go for it, because they're big guys and they're hard work. And struggled a bit towards the end, but finally got through.
Well done. 10 seconds. Well done, Deane. 10 seconds.
Now remember, we only push them. If you practice this at home, don't hurt anybody, only pushing.
Trojan, his scriptwriter.
Well, he's got 10 seconds to beat. And the second of our male contenders is Ricky. Over to John Anderson.
3, 2, 1.
Rick's wife and son counting down. There goes Rick. Oh, my goodness me! Well, we knew Rick was over the top, and that proves it. Did he jump, or was he pushed over to the ref?
When a gladiator pushes a contender over the side, the watch is stopped, the contender returns, having already passed one opponent and the second opponent. You have the third opponent to meet now with the remaining time. Is that clear? Wolf, step aside. Hunter, step aside.
Come on, man. You don't have to go on. Come on. Play fair. Come on.
No, we're just one side, man.
Oh, come on. Come on, man.
You stop him out there.
Well, Wolf clearly doesn't like the idea of leaving poor old 6'5", 21-stone warrior to fend for himself. I mean, Rick is at least half his size.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go. Head-to-head. Warrior misses him, and Rick's through. That was quick. Now all we're going to have to do is top those times up and see who the winner is.
Well done, Ricky. You came into your own then. You weren't disappointed?
No, it's a very primitive game there, John. It's very primitive, man.
Well, I've got some good news for you, Ricky.
Yeah.
You did 9 seconds! 9 seconds! Ricky, that gives you the 10 points! Well done, Ricky! Well, let's hear it for our gladiators! Warrior! Wolf! And Hunter!
Well, Wolf not happy. Deane's not happy, certainly giving producer Nigel Lithgow plenty of verbal, but I've tried that myself, Deane, and it doesn't work. See what I mean? After 3 events, Deane's on 21, Rick's on 12.
We're going to have a short break, but don't go away when you can see some more events on the Gladiators!
Welcome back to the National Indoor Arena here in Birmingham, where we're just about to commence event number 4. But first, here to tell us about it is John Sachs.
Event 4 is Joust, the roughest ride in town. The girls are already in the saddle on their sky bikes, armed with their combat clubs, and as the bikes buck, Jean will have 30 seconds to knock Panther off to pick up 10 points, or ride it out for 5. Looking at the stats, even though Panther has that 5-inch and 1-stone height and weight advantage, she hasn't got Jean's HGV license, which might come in handy on this vehicle.
3, 2, 1.
Ride 'em, cowgirls. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. Keep them sky bikes rolling. And believe me, slipping and sliding up there, you will get a rawhide. They're not exactly toting 6 guns, but they do have combat clubs. Oh, good miss there. And this isn't exactly the gunfight at the OK Corral, more like handbags at 7 paces. Somebody call for the sheriff, please. Thank you. Like Newbank and Ben the other week, an unsatisfactory draw. Next up on Skybike comes Tracey. She's the same height as Panther, but giving away just under a stone, but when you're sitting down, doesn't make a whole lot of difference.
3, 2, 1.
Yippee-yi-yay! Ride 'em, girls. Now, Panther has got the muscle power. Will the bike go in the right direction? Tracey having balance problems already. Remember, no hand grips. You hang on with your knees and hope things go your way. And she looks very unbalanced up there. If Panther lands that combat club cleanly, she's a goner. Well, Tracey lucky to have held on for 5 points. And in the replay, Tracey unbalanced up there. And Panther attempts to exploit the situation with a couple of stunning backhanders. Look at Tracey bounce. So after 4 events, Jean's on 19, Tracey's on 22. Next, it's the men. Deane's already up there. And he faces the Wolf. Wolf, one of our smaller gladiators, but enjoying a 2-stone advantage over Deane, both 6-footers.
3, 2, 1.
Ride 'em, Cowboys. And this looks like a scene from a Western. And in all good Westerns, there's a baddie and a goodie. And no prizes for guessing which one's the baddie in this scene. And Wolf dishing out some pretty mean medicine up there. One came from the hip. Get a bit saddle sore up there too. Time up and 5 points to Deane.
Well, Deane, he was hitting you very hard, and at times it looked as if he was almost going to dislodge you, but you stayed on.
Yeah, hard work and a very strong person is Wolf. Yeah, I
Were you giving up towards the end there, or...?
No, it's hard when you're turning around to try and hit them, just in case you get caught off balance. So it's just hanging on in there.
Well, you did, and you picked up 5 points. Well done.
As Rick saddles up, let's remind you that he's giving away 3 stone and an inch in height. Rick's a freelance copywriter. I wonder how he'll write this scenario.
3, 2, 1.
Yippee-yi-yay! And Wolf straight away softens up Rick with a barrage of blows. I'll tell you what, when they do the remake of that classic Western, The Good, The Bad and The Ugly, Wolf is shortlisted for at least 2 parts. I'll leave you to guess which ones. This is a changed Wolf. He wouldn't like me to remind you, but the first time he rode a sky bike, he fell off both times. But we won't mention it. Oh, what's going on here? A little bit of afters. Rick through the late one. And Rick makes his exit, given a hand by Wolf there. And Rick is really mad. Not so much yippee-yi-yay as yippee-yi-yow. This could get ugly. It's turning into a barroom brawl. There's the sheriff to break this one up.
Rick, I have to say...
Penalised. He should be penalised for that type of thing.
He should be thrown in a cage and the key thrown away. Look at that guy.
Maybe he will be. Unfortunately, in this game, you're the only one who's going to be picking up points or losing them. In this case, of course, you picked up your 5 points because you stayed on to the end. Pleased with that?
Yeah, gee, I am.
Some heavy blows to the head to start with, though.
Tell me about it. I was really fighting it off. It was just really difficult to keep your balance when that thing's a bit wonky up there, you know? It's just
In what way?
Well, it's like moving about and stuff.
It's meant to be moving about, you fool. Oh,
I want you to know that I will not tolerate that behaviour again. And if it happens one more time, you're out. Don't talk back to me, all right?
Rick, is that some consolation?
Yeah, it's a little bit, man. He deserves that. Shouldn't be messing about like that.
Let's hear it for Rick. He picked up 5 points.
Whatever you say about Wolf, at least you get your money's worth. After 4 events, Deane's on 26, Rick's on 17. Event 5, Hang Tough.
Up on her platform, waiting to hang tough, is Jean! And she's going to be facing... Lightning! Over to John Anderson.
3, 2, 1.
It's swing time. And little Jean sets off for the scoring zone. She's doing well. Zips past Lightning. Incredible for the little lady. These rings 4 feet apart. And a smile on that face. She's in the scoring zone, going back for a red ring. Watch out, here comes trouble. Lightning with the bunny scissors. Misses that time. And Jean goes into a spin. Oh, she said sorry there. Keep those legs up. Defend yourself from the body scissors. Tremendous strength of Jean. Defending well. Lightning with her back to her. Oh, what a spin round! Took her by surprise, locks in! Oh, my goodness, our lorry driver jackknifed by lightning. Tremendous strength from Jean. Oh, she takes her down. How unlucky just before the whistle. Another second, and she'd have had those points. Oh, next up, Tracey. And we're wondering who's looking after baby Zion.
My boyfriend, he's really good. He's like a housewife. He'll be doing all the cooking and the cleaning, looking after Zion and my brother and everything. And he's like really good. He's just said to me, don't worry about a thing. He goes, just get down there, do your training. He goes, you deserve to win. And he goes, just have a really good time. He goes, either way, he said, you've done really well getting through in that. And he said, don't worry if you don't make it. He goes, because in our eyes, you're still a star. So that's all I'm thinking about.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! Three, two, one.
Well, let's see if she can be the star of Hang Tough. It's a ring thing, 50 feet across. Lightning looks like she's got the plan. The body scissors. Oh, misses the shirts. And she is a difficult target, is Tracey. Not going all her way. Oh, in she comes. Got the ring. And she's away. Giving Lightning the slip. No, the body scissors. Oh, what happened there? She's down. Matt, cue those glad hands. Well, what a shame. This event is all about swing. And indeed, Tracey swings away from Lightning, misses the ring, and straight back into trouble. And drops like a stone. So, after 5 events, the scores remain the same. Jean 19, Tracey 22.
And up there on the platform, just psyching himself up, is Deane! And he's going to be up against the mighty Saracen! Over to John Anderson.
3, 2, 1.
Swing time for Dino. Army physical training instructor Deane must fancy his chances. But Saracen's strike record in this event, as we all know, is more than impressive. He really has become the king of the rings. Dino has got to make a decision. No, it's too late. Saracen's made the decision for him. Come on down. What a textbook takedown. Deane eats Matt. Look at this replay, and Saracen can come at any side. You just cannot turn your back on him. Look at that. Beautiful. Well, next up is Rick Keiswetter, and with an unusual name like that, we should really find out some more about him.
I was born in Japan. I was then moved to America, sort of like into Bruce Springsteen land, New Jersey, sort of outside Philadelphia. And I lived there until I was, I don't know, about 17. I joined the army, you know, got to see new places, exciting people, blah, blah, blah. And basically then I moved to England, got a degree in Leicester Poly. And moved on from there, got a job in advertising, and been going on since, really. And that's what I'm doing.
3, 2, 1.
Swing time for Rick. Well, he's travelled the world. Let's see if he can make the trip to the other side. Oh, Saracen's got him, and Rick gives him the slip, but Saracen takes a bit of shirt with him. And he won't be satisfied with that. Saracen wants more than the shirt off your back. And in he goes. What an unusual way of taking him down. Sarah takes him down for a final, hands him back what's left of his shirt. Send him the bill, will you, Rick?
Well, Ricky, where's the rest of your shirt?
Well, Fash, I think it's a bit Just iron it. It should be all right.
I think so. I think you wanted that shirt. Well, unlucky, Ricky. You nearly stayed there. Saracen.
Says, I hope you just don't start pushing me around like you did with Wolfman. Sorry about the shirt, man. Don't
Well done. Well done, Ricky.
Well, let's see that one again. Can't resist it as Saracen strips the shirt right off his back. What a great gladiator he is, and what a nice guy as well. Deane remains on 26, Rick on 17. Event 6 is Duel.
And first up in the women's event is Deane. And she's going to be facing Nightshade.
Well, with these impressive stats, 6 foot and 11 stone, plus a black belt in Taekwondo, I think Nightshade would give some of the guys a run for their money.
3, 2, 1.
Mind you, Deane was British Taekwondo champion for 3 years in succession in the mid-80s, and look at this, it's toe-to-toe, blow for blow. Look at the size difference. Considering the size of those pugil sticks, the speed which the girls wield them is awesome. Ow! I felt that one. Nightshade really knocking some big hammer blows in there on Jean's head, and Jean is taking it. She's standing up to this terrible punishment. Well, she deserved those points. Brave lady taking a second look. Jean takes a licking but keeps on sticking. And Nightshade's size doesn't faze Jean. She's used to taking on 38-ton trucks.
Next up against Nightshade, it's Tracey.
On guard. 3, 2, 1.
Well, Tracey a little nearer to Nightshade's size, but only just. Oh, she's touched the table. And John stopped it. Wonder what he's got to say about that.
Not put your hands on the other table. You lost balance. Contender is disqualified.
And Nightshade disappointed. She wanted to knock her off. Well, the rules clearly state no stepping across. That applies to hands as well. She loses her balance, touches the table. After 6 events in the women's contest, Jean takes the lead, moves up to 24. Tracey stays on 22.
First up in the men's duel, it's Deane. And he's up against the Cobra.
And let's take a look at that Cobra. Well, what he lacks in size, he makes up for in aggression. Our champion kickboxer.
Three, 2, 1.
It's hammer time, and Deane a little previous there. He may pay for that one. Oh, Cobra's working hard. Couple of hammer blows. And in change direction to the left, takes him down. Eat Matt, Dino. Well, worth looking at that again. Before this Gladiator season started, Cobra was training with European heavyweight kickboxing champion Julius Francis, which is paying dividends, as you can see. That was short and sweet.
Next up against the Cobra, it's Rick.
On guard. 3, 2, 1.
Well, Rick has boxed for the US Army. He ought to do well here. Well, it looked good on paper anyway. He hadn't reckoned for the Cobra. Cobra's charmed those 2 fans. He'll take off in a minute.
Oh, you always forget to come and have a chat. I expect I'm the last person you want to talk to.
No, at least you're friendlier.
Then what?
Well, I mean, these guys, I've been messing up on my tactics. I'm really frustrated here. I mean, he just came at me and he just did it really well. And again, I got beat, as you can see.
Certainly did. No points. Cobra, incredibly quick in there.
I've been working out with Shadow, and I don't think this guy's going to fight me after working out with Shadow.
Well done to Rick, and well done to Cobra.
Let's find out some more about Jet.
I was born in Middlesbrough General Hospital, that's in Cleveland, in Teesside, and I was brought up then in Billingham, which is about 2 or 3 miles outside of Middlesbrough. As a teenager, I'm a little bit older than that now, I've just gone 23. I had a lot of problems. I looked in the mirror and saw a very ugly, masculine girlie, and for years I wrestled with that. Only through proper education, proper eating habits, and looking after myself, and learning. It's taken about 4 years for me to, you know, look after myself. I got better from an eating disorder, and I just want to say you can do it, and life is what you make it. Keep it broad, keep it general, and don't place too much importance on one thing. Keep it light.
Will do, Jet, because here comes the Eliminator. Well, both girls have given everything in the competition so far, but only one of them can go through to our semi-finals. Jean has a 2-point lead, giving her a 1-second head start over Tracey. But will it be enough?
Jean, you will go on my first whistle. Tracey, you will go on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
For a place in the semi-finals. Oh, look at that! Jean can't get over. She's so small. Tracey making hard work of that rope, and Jean's already made up some time. She takes the lead again. And that's a nice rhythm she's got going there. Oh, this Eliminator. What a tangled web it weaves. Cargo net is giving problems to both. But it's Jean who gets to the top first. Foot down to the crash mats. And now the balance beam as Tracey joins her. Both ladies have been through so much. And look at this, she's down. Has she got the strength in her legs? Here's Tracey behind her. Where does she come from? They're both going up together. They're pumping their legs. This is going to be close. Look at this. Oh, she breaks away. Geronimo into the semi-finals. And Tracey so close behind.
Deane, I shouldn't say I can't believe it, but that was incredible. So tense and exciting.
I knew you were going to be. Tracey's a very tough girl, very strong.
In fact, she caught you up before you'd even started, almost. But then you...
I made her slip on the first obstacle. I didn't jump high enough, and she got a bit of a lead, but I made it back on the right net, I think.
A contender substitute to start with, and now here you are through to the semi-finals.
Can't believe it.
Well, we shall look forward to seeing you in the semi-finals. Well done, Jean.
Well, Tracey, so unlucky. That was really close. Did you think you got her?
Yeah, I did. Over on the overhang, I thought that I had it there, and I thought I was going to go for that net, but I lost my footing quite a bit there.
On the cargo net? Yeah. Well, that seems to give everybody problems.
It does. It's very hard to sort of like look at your feet and your hands at the same time. Just have to try and go for it.
Well, you've enjoyed it?
I have. It's been very, very good.
Well, that's the most important thing. Let's hear it for Tracey. Well done, Tracey. Well, time now for the men's eliminator.
Deane, the fastest man around this course, has a 9-point lead, giving him a 4.5-second head start. And Rick knows he's got to produce something special tonight.
Deane, you will start on my first whistle. Rick, you will start on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
So, for a place in the semi-final, all the eggs are in Deane's basket. This is bread and butter stuff for Dino. He does it for a living. Look at this action. The man did the course last time in 59 seconds. You've got to say the smart money's on Deane. And Rick's doing well back there on the handbike. His wife there cheering him on. She knows what a task he's got. Across the logs. And there's Dino. Rick's still on the cargo net as Dino attacks the balance beam. Tremendous coordination, one more hurdle to go. And Dino sprints up the travelator. Geronimo, thank you very much. Surely we're looking at the future champion of Gladiators. Who can keep up with Dino? Certainly not Rick. And I must say I've thoroughly enjoyed Rick's entertaining contribution to this show. Exchange blows with Wolf. He's flattened Warrior and has never been without a funny line as he comes up the travelator. Yes, Rick. Well played, sir.
Well, Deane, warmest congratulations. It was a great eliminator. Perhaps it was already decided who was going to win it. You did it in 58 seconds.
That's great. That's the second faster than the last time. Had a little bit of trouble on the cargo net, but it turned out all right in the end.
And it's going to be a great weapon to have up your sleeve when you reach the semi-finals, if you can get through the eliminator this quick.
Yeah, hopefully I've just got the edge. And the fans.
You certainly have the fans. Well done to Deane.
Well, Ricky, he's frightening. I'm sorry you had to go against someone like that.
That's great.
There's very few people can do anything against him.
He was awesome. He was just total fast speed. I mean, I'd beat him at chess, but not at this. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think there's anybody who will beat him at this.
The one thing that I just made a goal to myself, which was not to fall off that handbike. I wasn't going to do it. I was going to still keep on there and do it. I did it. I feel good about it. I feel good about my performance. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I feel great.
Oh, well done. Well done, Ricky.
From our winners this week, Jean and Deane. They both go through to the semi-finals. So join us next week as we follow the progress of 4 other contenders attempting to battle it out against the Gladiators.
Tony Green is counting the points and Jim Bowen is counting the pounds in Classic Bullseye. Next, and wrestling's biggest stars show us what they can do. Rope jumps, floor work, holds. We've got it all. TNA Impact tonight at 9. New to Challenge.
Do not attempt to recreate any of the events you have seen on Gladiators. Both contenders and gladiators have been trained for this competition, and safety equipment is mandatory.
The Gladiators.